Thanks, guys. After such a tough loss at the hands of Auburn for the Cats this past Sunday, I'm here at the Student Center to ask, do people still care to watch the Final Four this Saturday now that the Cats are out?
Probably not going to watch the Final Four just because, UK is not in it. Not that many teams that I really care about are in it. But I'll probably watch like the NCAA championship game.
Yeah, I am because I just like college basketball. I don't care that much about Kentucky, although I do. So I just want to watch it, yeah.
Some may not be tuning in, but one student's bracket stands in the way of a quick payday.
I gambled a lot of money on it.
Really? Yeah. How much money you put?
About $40, but a lot for a college student.
So there you have it. We got some mixed opinions from the students here. The Final Four starts this Saturday at 6 o'clock. I'm Jasper Jones, UK Student Sports Show. Guys, back to you.
You thought football was over after the Super Bowl? Think again. The XFL is back. There is a new unique kickoff format. Kickoffs involve no running start by the kicking team. The coverage team lines up at the 35-yard line, and the returning team lines up at the 30-yard line. Contact is only made after the returner catches the ball. Former UK football player Austin McGuinness was the starting kicker for the Dallas Renegades. He got a lot of praise from the Big Blue Nation on Twitter last night. McGuinness scored each point for the Renegades in a 15-9 losing effort. McGuinness is up for this week's XFL Star of the Week.
That was Pollock on the rebound for the Beavers. Kicks it out to Renner. Renner's guarded by Jefferson. Brown, back to Cosby. Renner. Pollock. That was Brown. Down low on the hook shot in the paint.
The Cats traveled down to Gainesville to take on the Gators without star point guard Ashton Hagans, who didn't travel with the team. Hagans decided not to travel, citing personal reasons. The Cats secured the #1 overall seed in the SEC tournament and will face the winner of Tennessee versus Alabama. There has been no word yet on Hagans' return to the team, but Cal expects him back for postseason play.
Ashton going to be back for the SEC tournament?
I would fully expect him to be, but I haven't talked to him. So I'll probably talk to him Monday sometime.
Federer and
Many
Nadal,
consider the
two of the biggest stars in
Wimbledon
men's tennis
singles
today.
final to be the
One thing they
greatest
have in
tennis
common,
match of all time.
they're not from the
It was
U.S.
the third
The
consecutive
lack of U.S.
Wimbledon-
men's talent on the professional and college level is apparent to anyone who pays attention to tennis. From 2004 to 2018, 0 American men managed to win a Grand Slam title. The UK men's tennis team, like many other colleges, have to recruit abroad in order to look for players to compete. 8 out of the 10 players on the team's roster is from outside the U.S. Coach Cedric Kaufman reiterates that it is hard to compete without them.
I think in the top 20 teams, I don't think there's one team that has all Americans. They all have to have foreigners to kind of complete their team to be really good.
Japan native and All-American Ryo Matsumoto agrees with Coach that you can't compete at the college level without international players.
A lot of players all over the world, like good players, So to have just American people on the team to win the national championship is tough. You need to get players all over the world so that the team gets better.
Coach Kaufman, however, is optimistic that a new wave of American stars is coming.
It's a wave of American tennis in the 80s, 90s. After that, right now the European wave is dominating with Nadal and Fed and Djokovic. But there's actually a new wave of Americans coming in right now. I think there's 10 players in the top 100. So what happens is I think kids start playing tennis again, and I think American tennis gets better and better. I think American tennis will come back slowly. It'll always, I think American players and American tennis coaches are really good. It'll come back.
I'm Jasper Jones, UK Student Sports Show.
For us to be in here since the fall, it does feel like home. Had we just got in this spring, like that happens at most ballparks. People move in January, but we've been in here since the fall, so it does feel like home, but man, it was so good to get a win.
The UK women's softball team had a primetime matchup last night versus Texas A&M in the second game of a 3-game series. The Cats played uncharacteristically, accounting for 6 runners left on base in scoring position, an error, and 1 extra base hit. A pitching change in the third to Miranda Stoddard led to back-to-back home runs for Texas A&M. The Cats fell to A&M 6-3. The last game in the series will be played tonight at 7 p.m.